All right, so I wanted to quickly go over the structure of LoudCloud. That way, for those of you that haven't used it before, or maybe you have used it, every teacher sets it up a little bit differently, or things can be in different orders. So I just always want to make sure that I introduce it so that you guys can see how it's set up for this class. That way you're not missing anything, or you're not getting off base right from the beginning. So this is the first screen that you go to. If you're watching this video, you've already gotten here, but I wanted to go over at least the course details from this screen at least. This course teaches the basic terminology, concepts, and use of computer systems. Hardware, personal productivity software, internet use, file management, electronic communications, and networking technologies are also discussed. The course provides standardized hands-on instruction in the most commonly used personal computer software for word processing, spreadsheet use, presentation graphics, and database management. The course combines demonstration, hands-on, self-paced, and online course management instruction. Keeping all of that in mind, think back, this course is not self-paced. Just a lot of the material you can revisit again later, so that it can be a little bit self-paced, but in order to keep up with the attendance, don't go with the self-paced as much. So quickly going into, like I said, since you're already watching this video, you've already gotten into the getting started section, and you've gotten to the instructor location, which this video will be down here. Also take note that my email address is right here, so if you need to contact me, just go ahead and click there and it'll take you over to the email. Alright, so a few other things here. The first one is if you need to locate the class syllabus. There'll be another video later on specifically on just the syllabus, so we're not going to be going over it right this moment, but this is where it's located so that you can reference it at a later time. The course outline is right below the syllabus, which is just the layout of the time frame, week to week, what we're going to be going over. Also, this is the same thing. I'm going to have another video just on the course outline, so I'm not going to be going over it right here. A few other important things to note in getting started. The first one is Office 365. We are going to be using this a lot during this course. So as an EGCC student, you are entitled to a free subscription to Office 365. This is a suite that includes things like Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, Microsoft PowerPoint, all of these things that we're going to be using in the class. So if you do not have this already, go through this document. There's a PDF down here that shows you exactly how to go through, sign up for the free account, download what you need to, and it goes step by step so that you can install it on your own computer. Like I said, this is required for the course that you use Office. So if you do not have it already, make sure you go through these steps, because it's going to be very important in order to make sure that you're doing things as you progress through the course. Next thing is being able to create a GCF Learn Free account. This is also another document that takes you step by step. GCF Learn Free is what we're going to be doing a lot of the tutorials for this class in. So it is very, very, very important that you create this account, you make a password that you remember and things like that, because what you're going to have to do is, as you go through these things, you're going to need to log on to your GCF Learn Free account and to be able to perform the things that you need to do. Each lesson, there's going to be certain tasks that you're going to have to complete. So you're going to need this account. It's also going to have your tutorials on how to do things, reading material, things of that nature. All of that's going to be through this account. And then also, as always, if you have technical support issue, Most of it's done through EGCC, but you can there'll be other contacts depending on what you're having issues with. If you're not sure who to contact, let me know, and we can get things situated. But a lot of the standard stuff is right here in this tab. So that is it for getting started. A little bit of overview as far as the lesson structure. If we go into lesson 1, whenever you click on the lesson, it's going to give you a basic introduction of what we're going to be going over in that lesson, so that you know going into it exactly what you should be covering. A few of the symbols that we have here. This first one where it says introduction, and it has this pop-up bubble that says, and it says discussion question. Anytime you see this is going to be your discussion board. These are going to be assignments that that you're going to be required to keep up on, and this is discussing with other people the topic that we're talking about. So if you were to go into the introduction, this one's just strictly please introduce yourself to class, include your name, your major, all of that. So anytime you click on the introduction, it will tell you what you need to talk about. Next thing down where it says Internet Basics, anytime you see this little mouse, this is an electronic resource. Basically, when you click on it, it's going to have you do something or read something or something of that nature. This is going to be your learning material. In this case, it says navigate to the Internet Basics tutorials using the GCF Learn free account, and complete the instructions, or complete the introductions, getting started with the internet, browse the web, and extras. And it always puts it on here. Make sure you log into your account before beginning. So this is one set of instructions. If you go down to browsers, it's going to give you another set of instructions. Big thing to make sure that you do, go through every single one of these, because they're all going to be different and they're all going to have you do different things. Some of them are very short, it'll only take you a few minutes. Some of them are a little bit longer, but this is your learning material. This is, instead of having traditional books, you'll go to these websites and perform activities. It said there was a lot to do with your hands-on learning. This is that. All right, so all the way down to the Begin Information Systems paper. This is a paper that you're going to, I don't remember exactly what week, I do believe it's week 2, but this is to start collecting information on a paper that you're going to be submitting. So like I said, make sure you go through every single one of these and read through what it says to do. In this case, you're going to be submitting a paper worth 100 points. It says 3rd week of class, but if you don't read through all of these, you would have never gotten to this section. So make sure you're going through every single one of them. And then finally, we have this last one here where it says Quiz 1 over the internet and Windows, which is this icon, which is the diamond with the question mark, which is any type of quiz. Anytime you see this, it's going to be a graded quiz. If you go into the quiz, it's going to give you a brief introduction. Whenever you see anything that says duration and it has 2 hash marks, that means you have however long you want to take it. If you want to take it in 20 minutes, if you want to take it in 20 hours, either one is fine. You have your maximum points, and you also have your total number of questions. So in this case, you have 20 questions for 20 points. And also it tells you exactly how many attempts that you have. In this case, you only have 1. So make sure you pay attention to these. If they were timed, you would need to know how much time you have to take it, or if you're allowed to retake it again. So that is lesson 1. Lesson 2 has another one where another symbol to look for. So you have educational resource, another resource, and then finally an assignment. So this will be your first actual assignment. And I'll be recording a video probably before you get to this section of exactly what you need to do in order to submit information to this. In this case, it has very specific instructions, and what you'll do is you'll save it and then you'll download it to LoudCloud so it can be graded. In this case, this assignment is worth 20 points. You notice that there are 3 assignments here, so make sure you're going through every one of them. Then you'll see also you have your discussion question again, which is also for that week, and then also your quiz 2. But pretty much that's the basic structure, moving forward all the way down through all 8 lessons, all the way down to, you'll see a lot more where you have just assignments over more than learning material. All right, so that is the basic structure of LoudCloud. If anybody has any questions, please let me know. And next we'll be going over the actual syllabus and also your learning dates.